second in a series of 3 adventures in Tier 1 for Season 8 that take place back in time. For those of you who played the first, it is Talon's player. She's not here yet. Well, she played the one before this one, so
I also played 04.
right. Sorrow did not, so he's new to the series. Corso, did Corso play 8-4?
Hey guys, Corso has not played any season 8s.
Got it. Okay, and I think Leon and Orla also did not play 8-4, if I
We
recall.
played 8-1 to 8-3,
Got
but
it.
not 8-4.
Okay, so what happened to the 4 of you who did not play the first one is you were contacted by the Open Lord of Waterdeep to perform a dangerous mission. The kind of mission she would send only adventurers on, and only hired adventurers on. And you, answering the call, were directed to Blackstaff Tower in Waterdeep. And there you met the Blackstaff herself. And she told you that there was a wrinkle in the weave. Something was going on with the magic surrounding Waterdeep. And she was trying to track down what it was and where it came from. And in her investigations, it seemed to have come from not this time, but something in the past. And so she wanted to send you back in time to try and unravel the mystery of what was happening. And you evidently accepted because you are here back in time. So, if you actually play 8-4, that's where you get the first mission to go back in time. And then you kind of bounce around in time from 8-4 to 8-6. So, this trip, those of you brand new, wake up in a farm field. It is probably morning, sometime mid-morning when you wake up, and it's hot, like probably late summer. The sun's beating down on you. When you look up, really hazy skies. You look all around, you see there is black smoke drifting on a strong north wind. When you stand up and you look across the farm fields to the north, you can see a long palisade wall and flames surrounding people fighting against giant creatures, giant green, wiry haired monstrosities. Trolls, you're pretty sure. You see a warlord up there hurling a javelin and lightning striking out of the javelin at the trolls, and more warriors fighting frantically to beat the trolls back. They're fighting a losing fight from what you can tell, and it looks like the flames that they have set to the fields, maybe to try and stop the trolls, have gotten out of hand. And there's a wall of flame heading your direction. Let's see, we've got everyone yet.
I think we're missing Talon.
Still missing Talon? Yep. Okay, well, we can move on without her. She can catch up if she gets here a little bit late. Let me go grab something real quick, and then we'll do character introductions. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So you wake up in a garden of a farmstead in the year 940 DR. It's 1492 where you came from. And around you are other adventurers who answered the call or came from some other time in their investigations. So let's go ahead and start with David.
Yes, my name is Sorrow, so called because my parents had me when they fell upon hard times and were desperate to not have another mouth to feed. But I've thrived and vowed never to let the other people face similar predicaments.
And Sorrow is on his very first real adventure, right?
That is correct.
All right. Next, we'll do Corso.
Hey everybody. So yes, I am Corso, acolyte of Keen. Uh, my heritage. Some ancestors of mine were touched by Joaquin a couple hundred years ago, and it's drawn my family to worship and serve ever since. I'm not a divine caster, but I'm a sorcerer.
All right. And Corso's second level. And then one of the two coming. Oh, there is Michelle.
Yes, I'm here. Yay!
Very good. Okay, one of the two people coming from a different point in time, Aaron. And don't give him too much information from the adventure you played to not spoil it from him.
Yeah, no problem. So Aaron kind of just appears in this little field. He kind of gives you a backstory of how he went to battle school to learn how to do combat medicine. And as he looks up the hill towards the blazing fires, he tells everyone, "Don't worry, this reminds me of the time I stormed Cragmaw Castle," and telling everyone an inspiring story. And everyone gets 10 HP.
And the 10 HP you get is.
Should be 7.
Got it. Your bard level and your charisma. Yep, 7. All right, everyone. So on your token, you can double click your token, and then there'll be a field for labeled THP for temporary hit points. You type 7 in the current field and 7 in the max field, and then save changes, and you should see a red bar appear on your token.
Is that the heart bar one?
You can
Bar
pick
2.
bar 2, yeah. And it unfortunately will not get the lemur this time because there are 6 real characters this time. Oh wait, yeah, 6 is the limit.
Okay, she'll be okay.
All right, so that was Aaron, and then one of the other two people to come back from time. So the information they give you is they were also hunting for what was causing this wrinkle in the weave, and they didn't find exactly the source of it, but they found an individual who might be responsible. I don't want to share any more than that in case you get to play that adventure. But they're still looking for the source. So Talon, go ahead and do your description.
So Talon is a tiny little gnome who has a lemur that hangs with her. It's her familiar. She is a 4th level transmutation wizard, and it's an old dusty kind of tome on her hip on one side, and she was. She kind of likes books and was searching through and discovered this magic stuff and just started reading more and then started venturing out into the world to see what she could do with it. And she appeared with Aaron, and they seem to know each other. They've been on a number of adventures together, although she's still is a little confused. Remembers maybe it was a dream that Aaron was female, but either way, knows Aaron from prior adventures.
All right, next is Leon.
Hey everybody, Leon is a paladin of the ancients. He started off life as a bounty hunter and part of the city guard, and then ultimately found some solace in groves of trees in his off time when he wasn't stabbing people through the neck, and thought, I will become a paladin and a knight in respect of nature and the sun.
And traveling with him is Orla.
Hey everyone, I'm Orla, half-elf moon druid. You might know that my name is a little more gnomish in origin. I was found in the woods by an enclave of forest gnomes, and I like to think I'm incredibly smart because all of the gnomes around me were so smart, but I am not. I do tend to get bored kind of easily, and right now My favorite shapeshift is a dire wolf, so you might see that a lot.
So you're right about gnomes being extra smart, because the only gnome in the party is Talon. I believe she's the only gnome in the party, and she is very smart.
It's 'cause Intel is my spell casting. And Loretta, I have to say, I think aside from my sister playing with her, you're the first like female in real life I've ever played with. So yay!
Yeah, everyone else in the party is in 10 intelligence or less. So the
Oh,
gnome is like a
seriously?
giant.
less.
Okay,
And I'm at like 15 or 16,
I
something
think
like
you're
that.
18 if I have
You're
my thing
18.
right.
Oh yeah, I took the Intel boost for my for level.
You are literally 10 intelligence more than mine. Leon
Oh
Leon
my.
tries. Leon tries, but
I would say I would look up to you, but you're a little shorter than me.
I'm quite a bit shorter, yes.
Okay, so to recap, four of you were just contacted by Vajra Safar, the Black Staff of Waterdeep, projected into the city's past in order to, quote, investigate an unusual disturbance in the weave. Vajra just said, look for anything unusual having to do with magic and report back what you find. So that's what you're doing here. And you're at a farmstead, surrounded by barley. Um, on the edge of the sea, you can smell the salt air of the sea. And when you look to the south, you see there's a hold to the south. Let me move over to a map and show you guys a map of the area you're in. All right, you wake up here at a farmstead. And when you look to the north, you can see the troll wall and the battle taking place there. And the flames are propagating south towards your farmstead. There's a great mountain to the south. Nestled up to that mountain, you see an abbey of sorts. You see a graveyard, and then you see another palisade wall and a hold on the edge of the sea over there. Okay, so as you're getting kind of accustomed to what you see all around you, a young man, about 20, 25 years old, comes around the corner of one of the farm buildings, and he says, "Hey, I need your help." He comes rushing over. Um, my name is Akheron. What's your names?
I am Aaron.
And he goes and gets all your names. Asks you what you're doing here. You came out of nowhere.
Yeah, I came out of somewhere. I wouldn't say nowhere, but yes, we just
Came
arrived.
to help.
And you see coming behind him is a man that Talon and Aaron recognize from back like 800 years ago when you were down south in the palace. And it's
Would he be the
Malkar.
one who said he made the ring? Is this the one that we're talking
No,
about?
not the same one. This is the
No.
one that was looking for trade routes and things.
Ah,
The city
yes,
came
him.
from the north. And he
Okay, I'm
recognizes
assuming
you.
with Talon's intelligence, she'd remember this at this
Absolutely.
hour of the night. I in real life don't have that level of intelligence.
So you do recognize him as that same man, and he recognizes the two of you. And he's stunned to see you.
Howdy.
He says, "I know who these people are, Alkeiron. They're powerful time travelers. Evidently. Otherwise, they've lived many hundreds of years. They helped me once, long ago. I'm sure they can help us here."
Of course we will help.
Alkeiron says, "Well, that's good, because we definitely need help. I need to get some sort of magic to stop the fire from spreading all the way south and ruining all the farm fields and into Nimor's hold. And I need your help. There are wards hidden around Nimor's hold and the Abbey and the City of the Dead. Wards left by my old master, Hallister. There's two in the City of the Dead, one in a Ladrin tomb and the other in a Gnomish crypt. And there's one in the harbor, and there's finally one at Nimor's hold. If you can refocus these," and he goes into some detail, probably specifically with Talon, but you all listen in on how you would go about refocusing these arcane wards. You can focus them to help enhance whatever spells you're casting, and I need more power to drive back the flames. If you can go do that, I will gather the people here up onto Mount Waterdeep, and if you meet me there after you're done, we'll see if we can summon an enchantment that'll drive these flames back.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, so you see the battles taking place to the north, the flames heading your direction. You gather your gear together and head off toward the closest of the places he told you about was the City of the Dead. And then Nimor's Hold, and then the harbor, I guess, would be the order you'd find them in. So he describes to you the Eladrin Tomb and the Gnomish Crypt, and then he also describes what you'll be looking for in the harbor and the hold, which I'll get to when we get there.
So which area
Tell-
are we at now?
You guys currently are at this farmstead right here. And you can see battles taking place to the north of you and fire propagating toward you.
So we'll be going away from the battles.
You'll be going away from the fire and the battle, yeah. In order to...
So
go ahead.
Talon is. I was going to say Talon is plenty interested, as she particularly likes fire spells.
Oh, okay. And this is what Talon remembers from what Akeran told her. Basically, there's wards that are placed around the city and the hold. There's no real city there. The hold, meant to amplify and reflect any spell cast upon them in order to spite nosy spellcasters. It's said they guard entrances into some sort of undermountain. But if we can refocus them and recalibrate them, they'll help amplify the spells we need to cast. You will have to find the wards and then make an Arcana check, and it will be difficult. DC 18 to be specific. If it fails,
There's inspiration to help with that.
yeah. If it fails, there could be a backlash in magic, so be careful. And once it fails, you won't be able to recalibrate that ward. You need to calibrate as many of them as you can in order to empower the magic that we need to cast. So, one of the two wards, two wards are found in the City of the Dead. So you quickly travel south through the farm fields. You see many people heading south towards the hold, leaving their farms behind, hoping that the battle against the trolls goes well. So they'll have farms to come back to, and you see that it's very important that you get the spells cast to stop the fire, otherwise all these farms will be destroyed. You get to the City of the Dead and you find a crypt, just as described. It is a tomb about 30 feet by 30 feet enclosed in a stone structure. Pale light saturates the inside of the structure from rune-covered crystals set into the walls. Looking through the doorway, you see this. Inside, the tomb holds 4 coffins, each made out of glass. Each of the 4 coffins contains the body of, at first, what you thought were elves. But on closer inspection, it looks like Eladrin. And one of each season, no less. One looks like a spring Eladrin, one a summer, one an autumn, and one a winter. Upon each of the coffins, there's 2 bowls resting. One is decorated with images of tears, and it has an elvish word inscribed in it. Any of you speak elvish? I think several of you do.
Yep.
All right. Let
Yep.
me show you what you're looking at. Made a little picture of it for you. Okay. So if you look here, I kind of drew it out in a diagram. You come into this mausoleum where you see these 4 glass coffins. The green one to the northwest contains a spring Eladrin. And the spring Eladrin has a single kiss mark on its forehead. When you sample the kiss mark, you can tell that it has poison in it. And that Eladrin's fingertips are also ink stained.
What does Eladrin mean?
It's like a more fey version of an elf.
Okay.
Okay, then to the southwest, right here, you see a white coffin with a winter Eladrin in it. The Eladrin's throat is bruised, You see some bright green vines wound around its neck, and you see a short sword at its side. Then to the northeast here is a red coffin with a summer ladron in it, with a lock of blue hair lovingly entwined in its fingers, a spellbook protruding from robes that has a love poem as a bookmark, and a vicious sword wound on its chest. And then lastly on the southeast, is an autumn ladron, lips meticulously coated in orange lipstick, body covered in magical fiery burns. On top of each of these coffins, there's a black bowl, decorated with images of tears and inscribed with the word sorrow in Elvish. That those of you who speak Elvish can translate for the rest.
Sorrow, what did you do?
There's also a red bowl on each coffin, decorated with images of hearts and inscribed with beloved in Elvish. And you see that each bowl has one crystal which matches the color of the coffin the bowl is on. So 2 green crystals in the bowls on the green coffin, 2 white on the white coffin, 2 red on the red coffin, 2 orange on the orange coffin. Looking all around the rest of the place, you're looking for like a ward hidden here. You don't see any ward hidden here.
I think the crystals have something to do, like they have to go in certain bowls to unlock something.
Yes, and the sorrow is, I would imagine, the figure that killed the particular person in the coffin. So the one with the short sword probably killed the one with the vicious sword wound on the chest.
And
And
the
the
orange
beloved.
lips, yeah, killed the green one.
The beloved, I'm not sure about. But
They
yeah,
would
right.
have
You got
a
the idea.
affection, something to do with affection on them too, right?
So
Well, we got the
Oh,
lock of blue hair entwined in the fingers.
Could that be
Alright.
from Winter?
Yeah. Does the hair match up with any of the Eladrins in the...
the blue hair matches the winter Eladrin's hair.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
so I think what you need to do is to take the crystals from their bowls and move them into. I'm guessing the sorrow is who they killed or killed by, and the beloved is whose affection mark they hold.
That makes sense, but we've only got one crystal in each bowl. Oh, each
Right.
bowl has one crystal.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, so we just put them in.
So when you
the way
pull the
they go.
crystals out of the bowls, nothing happens. So there's no traps or nothing.
Whew.
And which one do you want to put in which bowl first?
Definitely the orange killing one and the green got killed by.
All right.
Yeah,
So
Just saying, next time we get to potentially like trapped objects, we can use Mage Hand to move things around.
oh, you can
just
do that.
remember.
Yeah, you can do that the whole rest of the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can take
Talon
the
has that and is ready to be directed to do whatever y'all want. You're figuring out the puzzle, and I'm not following that. So, just tell Talon what to do if you don't want to touch that.
Okay, so you take your orange crystal and you're going to put it in the bowl that says sorrow.
Yeah. On the
and-
green
On the
coffin.
green one. Okay, so sorrow is the black bowl. So orange on the green black bowl. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Nothing happens. Bad.
I think the bright green vine wound around neck is kind of suspicious. Anyone else agree?
Yeah.
So maybe a green crystal in the winter Eladrin Cerebral.
Got it.
We got the spell book, which
So
is.
you already
the-
said that the red one was killed by the winter, right? The summer one was killed by the winter one.
Right.
Yeah,
and
the
the
short
spell
sword.
book killed
Okay.
the autumn. So
So red killed orange.
Yes.
right, yeah.
Red killed orange. Got it. And then white killed red.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, got those placed.
Now the trickier part. The
Would the
White.
ink stained fingertips be from like writing the spellbook
yes,
or
that
some
makes
note in the
sense.
spellbook?
I like the way you're thinking.
Yes, that ink does look like it matches the ink in that bookmark love poem, it looks like.
So a green crystal and the red. What's the Red Bull name? What's it say on it again?
Red is summer.
So no, there's the Sorrow Bowl and the what
Oh,
else bowl?
the red bowl is beloved.
Okay, yeah.
So,
So green crystal and the red beloved.
okay, got it.
Who has the blue haired?
The
That's
winter
the
ladder,
winter.
which is the white one.
So
Who's holding
white
that one?
goes into Red's beloved.
Red goes into white.
Oh, I guess it's kind of
There
a
we go.
back and forth too.
Okay, so you that red loves white.
And then
We've just got two
wait,
left.
I think red. Yeah. Sorry. So-
It must be that orange loves green, right?
To both kill and be love.
I'm afraid so.
Yikes!
But let's look at who loves red.
We already said green because of the ink stained
Oh, I mean,
fingertips
who
in
loves
this book.
orange?
Orange being autumn.
That would be white.
Oh, I think you said it, but we haven't moved it. Red loves white.
Wait.
Yeah, the red crystals and the white beloved bowl.
Yep, yeah, I did that for you. So you just got to
I know,
decide,
I was
does
thinking
orange
the
love...
white one would be in the red bowl.
I might be doing them reverse. You're right. It might be that I should reverse all of them. But I'm basically putting it in the bowl of the one they loved. So if red loved white, the red one goes in the white's bowl.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
Which might be reverse of the way I should be doing it. Okay, so you just got to decide, does orange love green or does white love green?
I think white loves orange and orange loves green, and that's why they all murdered each other, because it's a big old square of. Wait, hold on.
So like that?
I think that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's right because
that is correct.
Oof.
Yes, Autumn did love spring and kill spring, maybe accidentally. Don't know if Autumn knew it was really poison.
What's the kind of identifier for white loving orange?
Orange? Only that.
Other than
that's the only one left as far as I can see.
okay.
Yep.
Oh, right. It says poison orange kiss mark.
Yep.
So,
yep.
Okay.
I mean, otherwise the answer would have been orange loved him or herself, which
Right.
I guess is a thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When
Yeah.
you place the last crystal in the last bowl, a delicate leaf carved of crystal engraved with Hallister's ruin appears on the center of the floor between the four coffins. So now you know that you can calibrate that ward with a successful DC 18 Arcana check to make its magic help the spells necessary to stop the fires. And you also know if you're unsuccessful, it could be dangerous.
Well, I nominate Talon to pray to the RNG gods, and we'll give her some inspiration along the way.
So does Talon have guidance? Anyone get guidance, Talon?
Yep.
Okay, and let's see.
So that gives me a D4,
a D4,
a 1D4, and a
and then
what's the inspiration
Bardic
so far?
inspiration is another D8, no D6 at this level, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
D6.
And
which
both of those are only if you need them. After you roll, before you know if it's a success. Pretend like you don't know it's an 18 that you need.
Well, I'll know like how confident I feel, right?
Right, yeah, you'll know for sure. Okay, now everyone grab your tokens, and I want you to place your tokens basically where you're standing before we do any rolls.
How close do I need to be?
You'll have to be right adjacent to it. So where Aaron first put his token is where
Oh,
the
sorry.
room's at. Right between the 4 coffins. And Talon will need to be adjacent anywhere, or even on the same square if she likes. The rest of you can be in the crypt, outside the crypt, or wherever you want to be standing.
Good luck.
Seems
Aaron's just gonna
like
run
an outside the
away.
crypt thing.
I tell my lemur to stay with Aaron.
All
All
right.
right.
Sorrow, do you want to be
There we
standing
go.
there? You good?
Sure. Okay, here we go.
right.
Intel. I'm gonna see
Yep.
how confident I feel and see if I need to roll other things.
Oh, wow, that's pretty
Boom.
I
confident.
feel pretty damn confident with that nat 20.
Very good.
Not
Okay,
quite, Nat.
as
Oh, you're right, not nat, but okay.
just as Orla suspected, the super genius gnome was easily able to recalibrate the first of the wards. So you got one ward recalibrated to help Acheron's magic. And now you know there's one other location inside the City of the Dead, and that is a gnomish crypt, which Talon should be happy to head toward.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Inspired as I go.
So you leave the place of the Eladrin crypt, and you head to the burial crypt in the City of the Dead of a gnome. It's got a small little door going into it. Small little crypt, maybe 7 by 7 in size. When you open the door and step inside, you step into an enormous building, completely out of place given what you saw from the outside of the crypt. Inside you see 12 enormous archways, sized to accommodate huge creatures. And past those 12 archways you see one tiny door, again the right size for a gnome, maybe a gnome baby even, very small door. Floating orbs of garish color provide bright light throughout the crypt. You look along all the walls and the doors and everything and see no symbol. You do notice that instead of a doorknob on the door, there is an indentation. This is the small, tiny sized door. There is an indentation, the shape and size of a humanoid handprint, but of a tiny humanoid handprint. Alright, so I got a picture of this drawn for you. Just look to the east of where you were standing. When you come through the doorway of the crypt, which is to the north, you step into an enormous chamber, big enough for huge creatures to move around in. And you see just one tiny little door on the far side with a tiny handprint in the door. Each of these purple lines that you see, those are archways. About 15 feet tall, 15 feet wide. No inscriptions at all on any of them. But you could pass underneath each of them if you like. So what would you like to do?
Look around.
Okay, you don't see anything beyond what I said. No ruins or anything. Just these arches and that one tiny door.
Well, I nominate the gnome to check out the door and maybe press the handprint.
You notice,
Alright.
Talon, that the handprint's even too small for your hand. You'd have to be reduced in size by by half.
Well, I'm gonna make Mage Hand. I'm gonna come over within 30 feet of it
Mhm.
and make Mage Hand poke at it with a finger.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Use the
All right,
lemur.
I nominate the lemur to go and put her hand on it.
Okay.
Sorry, lemur. You're the right size.
Nothing happens when the lemur's hand, although the lemur does have close to human looking hand.
They do. They even have thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
I want to walk through one of the archways.
Okay. Put your guy next to the archway you're walking through.
Okay. I'm going to go through this one.
All right, that one. You walk through, and you guys all gasp as you see Sorrow come out the other side, unchanged, except his head is tiny.
Oh,
Oh, run through a few more and see if your whole body gets tiny, says Talon.
What are you guys laughing at?
Your head
Nope,
is tiny.
nothing.
Run through a few more archways.
It's hardly noticeable, you swear.
wait. Run back through that archway first,
So
just to see something.
Okay, I'll run through the opposite direction, though I have a bad feeling about this.
your bad feeling is substantiated when nothing happens.
Oh, okay.
Well, now run through a few more and see if you can make the rest of your body match, says Talon. Come on. We'll fix it,
All right.
don't worry. She says with utter confidence.
We'll go through this one. Tiny head.
Tiny head is that one. Okay, this one is, let's see. Your right arm increases by 2 sizes to a huge size arm, and your left leg becomes huge as well.
Damn.
Well, this is problematic. Says Talon, if I cast Detect Magic, I'm only going to be able to tell that they all have magic in what school, so that's not actually going to do any good.
Uh-huh.
So Talon actually, without walking through the arches, wants to take a look and see if there's anything written on them that she can
No,
see
no
in
writing
any language.
at all. Nothing.
Can Aaron check out to see if it's a left hand or right hand print on the tiny door?
You bet. It is a right hand print.
Cool.
So I'd like to try and reproduce the experiment just to make sure these things aren't random. If I go through the same one that gave him the tiny head, does my head change also?
It does. It is the same.
Okay.
Tiny head squad.
Oh my god, guys.
Boy, you knew
All right.
you had no idea how much smarter you were than the rest of the party.
Okay, well then go through different ones. Let's experiment with them, says Talon. She's happy to just watch and direct, by the way.
I don't know. Not much can be worse than a big right arm and a big left leg.
Nope.
Aaron's gonna go through this one.
Okay, Aaron, you go through and you grow to 8 feet tall.
Boom.
Yeah, 8 feet tall. And basically all proportionally.
Nice.
Even my shrunken head.
Every part.
It's a normal
Oh.
size head on a large
It's
body.
normal
It's
size
proportional.
head on a giant body, or
It's something like that, yeah.
okay.
It's like
You might
a
want
Actually-
to stick that way. That's
Yeah.
not the worst.
Yeah, it's not that bad anymore.
like a child's head sticking
Be
out
a
of a muscle suit.
Worldwide wrestler with that.
Leon, we'll try this one.
All right, Leon, your body becomes small, but your head doesn't change.
Go through the tiny head one.
I'll go through the tiny head one.
Your head becomes tiny. Your body's still small.
Oh god.
Okay, well, is his hand close to the door now? The door size?
He's got to get one size
What's
smaller hand. He's a small hand.
Oh.
He's got a small hand right now. He's got a tiny head.
Let's try
And
some
I'm
more
guessing
of these.
the arches don't stack for the same person. Like you can't just keep on running through the same arch and cumulatively.
Oh, well, you can
Don't
try
think
and
I've tried
find
that
out.
yet.
Leon, do you want to try that and see if your head gets even smaller?
I don't think I'll exist if my head gets much smaller.
Or go back through the small body one, see if the rest of your body becomes tiny.
I'm gonna try going through the 8.
Through the 8 foot tall one? Okay. All right. Yeah, sure enough. Your body proportions are still small. Your head's still tiny, but your torso and legs stretch out so that you're 8 feet tall.
This is horrifying.
Well, I'll test the one in front of me.
All right. That one. Your head becomes huge. The rest of your body is unchanged.
So tiny head, huge head.
I'll just assist anyone who can no longer move because your body does not function anymore. Otherwise, the wise Talon is staying out, and she reminds me a lot of my great aunt Bib Naughton, who was the smartest one in the entire village, and I'm not doing anything with that
Yep.
because she won't.
Gonna walk back through the 8 foot one,
Okay.
the reverse
You
direction.
reverse back through the 8 foot one. hoping that it'll change, but nothing happens.
Just keep rolling through all of them.
I'll go back through it forwards.
Forwards,
Onto my-
it doesn't stack. You're
16 feet.
Still just 8 feet tall.
Okay, so nothing changes going backwards or forwards through it once I've gone through it.
Correct.
Let's try the ones over here, says Talon,
So-
pointing at the ones that haven't been tried.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do we have anyone that's not walked through any of these yet? I say we test them all, see what every individual one is, with leaving one person, and then once we figure out what they all do, then we can have the one person go through
The proper one.
the proper ones to fit the door.
Well, Talon says I have to do the Arcana check, so I'll just watch.
That was really smart, Corso. Was that Corso who said that?
Yes.
That was way beyond. Well, you're a 10 intelligence, so you're like the second smartest person in the room.
Oh my god.
That was
Okay.
charisma intelligence.
So who wants to try the next one? You guys.
Let's do it at the same time, Sorrow. Okay,
Okay.
we're gonna go
All
on
three, you guys?
3.
Okay.
I'll join you.
1, 2.
All right.
See, we all went on 3. It works.
This one, first Corso's. His limb. Has Corso had anything done to him?
I had a teeny head and a huge head.
Teeny and then huge. Okay. Okay, nothing changes. No change. Sorrow, you had all sorts of crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Your shoulder width is reduced by half. The
What?
rest of your body's unchanged.
So just the shoulders, not like
Just the shoulders. Yep.
not the rest of the torso with the hips. This is
Nope,
like a
just the
pyramid
shoulders.
looking guy now.
And then, let's see, Aaron, on yours. Did you have anything already happening to you?
Yeah, I had a tiny head and then I became 8 foot tall.
All right. Well, your body and your head both return to medium size.
We got to
Alright.
remember that one.
Anyone else want to try one of the ones you haven't tried yet? Or when you guys want to try it?
Which one was the everybody returns to medium size?
The bottom right one.
Well,
The bottom right one is half shoulder width.
possibly not the
There's one
arm.
more.
You need to
that-
zoom out a little bit more.
Oh,
Nice.
there.
Okay, Leon, you want to try that one?
Sure thing.
All right, let's see here. I forget what size you were right now. You had a small body, right?
I had a small body, a tiny head, and a huge legs and
Oh yeah, you're 8 feet tall. Okay. When you step through that one, your body becomes tiny. Your head stays the size it was. So now you have a tiny body, tiny head, but you're 8 feet tall.
Oh my god.
Can you reach the door with your tiny hand?
Can I?
No, it doesn't work. Your hand fits it, but nothing happens.
Oh, I mean, we
Gotta
can.
be entirely
we-
tiny.
Yeah, you got to be entirely tiny. All right,
my
let's keep
guess.
trying. We can always reset at that door. She points at the body and head medium, which will return you to your
So you got
normal size.
Body minus
So-
one,
Body
no
and
head.
head. Does that include the arms and legs?
Yeah. So that one makes basically your body size goes down one, and
No
your
head.
doesn't change.
Oh goodness. No head's a little misleading.
No
Quick, run through the
no
huge head.
change. There we go.
I'll try this one in the bottom left. See what that gets me.
Bottom
My huge
left.
head.
That is. Your body height decreases by 1 foot. Nothing else happens. So that,
Aaron's gonna.
so that will kind of reverse the 8
third.
foot tall body thing.
All right, so we got 2 more to check. Let's see.
All right. Well,
Zoom.
I'm hoping for proportional arms and legs on this one.
That one over there is you become a perfect sphere.
Oh, so this is like all my physics homework.
Okay,
Oh my
Talon
God.
rolls her eyes and rolls him all the way over the body and head medium.
Let's see. The
Can we
last,
praise you for a second?
last one. You want to try that one, Aaron?
Is it
Yeah,
a
I do.
purple
Body 5 times width. All right, so you know what they all do now. If you can put together
Oh,
becoming
oh my
tiny,
god.
there's at least one of you hasn't done any of them.
So
But we can reset through the body and head medium. So if everybody wants to run through that, then we'll be all at ground zero again,
Sure.
at just starting point.
if
And I roll the sphere
Kind
through the
of.
body and head medium.
Turns out it doesn't help the sphere at all. It doesn't help the
our arms and legs.
yeah. So you definitely know what they all do. What order do you want? Who wants to go through them and in what order?
I'll try it.
So
I'll go through the small body, normal head,
Check.
and I'm proportionally small.
Got it. Yep.
the teeny head.
Sorry, and then to get tiny through the body, -1, no head change.
There you go.
Make me tiny?
So now you got a tiny body and a small head.
Oh, and then I'll go through the tiny head one.
Now you're tiny.
I'm proportionally
You
tiny.
did it!
You
You
did
made
it.
it! Go for it.
My voice goes up 5 octaves.
When you put your hand in the door swings open, and you see beyond a 200-foot long hallway, at the end of which is a crudely painted skunk, which has been whittled from a chunk of wood, and which has engraved into its flank one of the wards of Alistair.
Can I roll
Could I-
a spherical friend here through the no change one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think you mean the
can I-
medium body one.
Can I
Oh, I was
fit
going to see if the no
through-
change one actually does anything.
like unspheres you?
Exactly.
Can I fit through the doorway and and easily down the hallway without being tiny, or am I too big?
You are too big.
Okay, quick run through the same gates that Orla ran through to
Got
make
it.
myself tiny,
Got it. You are now
and
tiny.
I follow her.
Okay, so you and Orla are down there at the engraving. You can get a new guidance.
My inspiration's still good.
Took you 10 minutes on that to figure that out, so you'll need another inspiration.
I run back to Aaron and say, "Inspire me!"
Send it.
All right. All right, go for it, Talon.
Okay.
Orla backs up out of danger.
Did Orla guide me?
I did.
Excellent.
Boom. Nice
I'm feeling
roll.
pretty good about this
Okay,
one.
well
Give me
done.
my inspiration back.
Well, I'll save it for something else I need to do.
So you guys did good. I'm going to give
Interesting.
you all regular inspiration. That little leaf icon means you have regular inspiration.
That's DM inspiration,
Yeah,
where we get.
that's DM inspiration where you have advantage on a roll. Use it, declare it before you make the roll, not after, because it's not a reroll, it's advantage. There you go. All right. So you guys
Thank you.
experiment and experiment and experiment, and nothing gets your friends back. Until finally one of you walks out of the place in exasperation, and they return to normal.
Ha! So I go back in and roll the sphere out.
Yep, and he returns back to normal when he gets rolled out the front door.
Hey, I can bounce on my own.
Wait, did body and head medium not work, or?
No, the sphere stayed a sphere.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
If
Okay,
roll it
you have
through
two-
minus-
You have 2 wards refocused to help Ogheron, and so now you're traveling to Nimor's Hold. Make sure I don't miss it. Yep, Nimor's Hold. Okay.
I think before we leave, we should try rolling him through the either the body 5 times width and see if he becomes a huge sphere.
Yes.
I'm mildly concerned that if you roll him through that,
It won't fit
he won't
through.
fit through the door anymore.
Okay.
Condemned to eternity as a sphere in a temple.
Nimor's Hold. Okay, so gosh, I have a description of this somewhere. Where is it? Nimor's Hold. All right. So as you approach the palisade wall of Nimor's Hold, there's a gate there, and it opens up as you're approaching, and other refugees are coming in through the gate as well. The battle is still far to the north. You've made good time through the City of Dead. Got here well before any fires. You still are choking on the smoke, though, that's blowing from the north. You see ahead of you a building that matches the description that Alheiron gave you. It is a 30-foot by 60-foot wooden building, and it looks like it is a church of Shantea. And there are a couple of sisters of Shantea there who are attending a whole bunch of commoners wounded in battle. Some of them carry or have beside their beds blood-stained farmer's tools. Looks like they had been fighting the trolls and were wounded and brought here. And on the walls you see 2 more wards. However, you note right away that the wards have already been reconfigured, which is odd. They aren't warding anymore. They're actually empowering, it looks like, healing magic. So the first of the sisters says, have you come to help? Are you any healers?
Yes,
we
of
have
course.
a healer.
Please, that one over there. He's desperately in need. And
Which one?
so she directs you over to a man who's dying on his deathbed. Is there
Not
anything?
today.
Nice.
Aaron's gonna use a healing kit on him.
Okay. All right. She is.
With my healer's feet, does that also help?
Oh yeah, yeah. Definitely stabilizes him. Looks like he'll make it now after you do your work on him. She says, I haven't seen you in these parts before. Where are you from?
You know, around. We have a cottage up in Mount Waterdeep, and we wanted to see what all the hubbub was about.
Well, we can use your help. Stay as long as you want.
Okay, what do you need help with?
So she just has you helping heal people. The rest of you notice the 2 wards, which you're here for. You
Well, it
notice.
seems like we need to convince them to allow us to reconfigure the wards to
Yeah,
prevent
you
the
think they
fires.
might be reluctant. You haven't asked them if you can try it yet.
Well, yeah. I'm going to go ask the leader.
Okay. Sister Earth Tender meets you, Sorrow, and she says, "What can I help you with?"
We understand that you're using the wards to help heal the wounded here, so that's why we've come here to help. But we also need to redirect the power of the wards now to stop the fires from advancing and onto the farmlands. For if no one gets fed, we're all worse for it.
Well put.
Well, yeah. I guess that would be more important. I'm afraid everyone here might die, though. But then they might all die if the fires get here, too. And our sisters, they might not make it either way. Is there any chance you could help them? There's an abbey of Chatoa nestled by Mount Waterdeep. The fires probably are almost there. If you could go rescue them, we'd really appreciate it. And yes, you can. If you can do that, you can reconfigure the wards.
We will do that.
All right. So you guys leave the Nimor's Hold, head back out into the fields. You can see the fires have probably engulfed the Gost farmstead already and are moving southeast toward you as you approach the Abbey of Shantoa. The Abbey is a stone building groaning in the extreme heat. You see stained glass windows portraying the grain goddess reflecting the red flames that are approaching from the north. You see a few female figures in robes moving through the fields, heedless seemingly of the roaring flames. They stoop to gather crop, moving as though no danger is present. There's a couple women lingering by the abbey door. They hail you as you approach. "You need to get back to the city," she says.
We completely agree. We'd like you to come with us. It's not safe here any longer.
I know, but we can't. We have to gather the goddesses. She's bid us to gather the plants before they're burned.
How many plants are there?
Just a few more.
Well, we've got some extra hands for you. Let's go.
All right. She directs you to the fields where she says to look for the most precious of her plants, Shantoa's token, a chest-height grass with a red gem-like flower that blossoms in late summer, but it's not quite ready to bloom. But it'll be guarded, she warns.
With what?
By what?
By a nature spirit. And we can't attack the nature spirit. Maybe you could subdue it, and we could gather the herbs while you're doing that, and then we can all get out of here.
Very well.
Excellent. We have a druid.
Okay. They lead you off into the fields. You spy the spot where the Shantoa's token is growing in the fields. Fires are starting to approach, and cinders are falling from the skies.
I wonder, says Talon as we're walking, if it would respond to something invisible sneaking by at the nature spirit. Maybe we can try to engage it and subdue it, but I can also make myself invisible and gather. Potentially.
Mm-hmm. You can try that, she says. The priest of Shantoa says. So, I'm going to show you where you're at on a map here. This is not in as good a condition as it looks like from the map I'm about to draw. It's more burned up than this. Okay, I drag you guys way down south, centering you now. One of you's in the darkness still. Alright, there we go. Okay, so you're traveling along the farm fields between some hedges, and you come to this opening to your west, and the priest points out where there's some of it growing just down the edge of this hedge over here to the west, but you see some figures moving, just shadowy, behind the hedge, and she says those are the guardians. So you can see you would need to get to... I'm going to make a copy of your lemur, use him as a marker. There we go. You need to get to where your lemur's standing in the field there. That's where the plants are growing that you need to collect. But behind these hedges, there's something moving. Two creatures, as far as you can tell.
Maybe we could just distract them while someone goes and picks the plant. Is it one plant or a lot of plants?
It'll take you basically just an action to get what you need.
So what about... We said the druid in an animal form, maybe? And I can sneak in invisibly and try to get it? Maybe?
Yeah. If you want to try some plan like that, put you guys where you want to be standing, right when you enter the field. Whoever's going into the field can be like 10 feet into the field. And Orla, do you want to be in half-elf form or in animal form?
Just in case it goes south, it might as well just be... Oh, wait, one quick question. So, Talon, when you're invisible, do you need any extra help to be sneaky and give you pass without trace?
Save your spell slot. I've got good decks. I can probably tiptoe if I'm not in a hurry.
Okay, then...
Just in case, I want to mage armor myself up and use my 2 sorcery points to get the spell slot back.
Done.
Then I'll just change into a direwolf in case things go weird.
Alright, we'll use that for your direwolf, but we'll need to keep your token where you can get to it so you can do your commands and stuff. Normally I have these rollable so I can turn you into a direwolf, but we'll use the direwolf for now. Okay, so you're in direwolf form. The rest of you need to be out of the field unless you want to go in with them. This town's trying to be invisible about it, right?
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Which I think gives me advantage anyway on stealth checks, doesn't it?
Let's make a stealth check, and I think you're right. We'll look it up later if it matters. So it does matter. 13 might not matter either way, though. Let's see here. And of course, you got the wolf there too.
And I feel inspired.
No, 13 does not. All right.
I feel inspired. Am I still inspired, or no? It took too long,
It
didn't
did
it?
definitely
Okay.
take too long, yeah. Okay, these two figures come out to meet whoever's coming through their field and to guard the gift of Shatoa. And roll initiative, everyone. So to roll initiative, like Orla, click your Orla token and then click the IN+2 button. Oh, and everyone, if this is the first time playing with me, you'll want to change your settings so that your token macro order is as expected. So you go to the gear icon that says My Settings when you hover over it, just above the chat window to the right. You click on My Settings, and then you click on, or unclick, Alphabetically Sort Token Actions. That'll make your token actions appear with your initiative being the very first token action.
Where's that?
So you click your character, like click Leon. Oh, where's the uncheck alphabetically sort token actions?
Yeah, something
It's
about
the
the gear.
Gear icon above the chat window. And if you hover over it, it says My Settings.
Okay. Yes, okay.
And then you go down to uncheck alphabetically sort token actions.
Got
So
Then you,
I'm clicking initiative, and it's just not appearing in the in that order.
sometimes I screw up the initiative and it doesn't work. So you rolled a 10, it looks like your first time? 10.02?
Yeah, my first one was
I
10.02.
will add that and fix it for you.
Thank you.
0.02 and fix it so next time it works. There's a thing on when I create these tokens that's the one thing that doesn't automatically work and I have to fix every time, and sometimes I forget to fix it. Okay, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're missing Corso. So Corso, click your guy and click the button that says IN+3/S30/P212.
There.
And if you uncheck alphabetically sort token actions, it'd be your left topmost button. All right, we got everyone's initiative. Let me do the dryads. Boom, boom. They rolled high and sort that. Okay, so the first dryad steps out into 1, 2, 3, 4, and then she tries to charm this beautiful direwolf that's coming into her glade. So she'll do a Fey charm on the direwolf, humanoid or a beast you see, and sees you 14 wisdom save or charmed for 24 hours. So to do a wisdom save, Orla, click your Orla token, and then you're looking for the W18 button. You want to click that button.
18 wisdom. That's awesome.
Boom! Orla easily resists the charm of the druid. The dryad didn't know she was dealing with a druid. She's done. Aaron, your turn.
Does it cost movement to go through these hedges?
It does. Just take an extra, one extra square, and they do block line of sight.
And do the fields too? The
fields
lighter
will
ones?
just be normal.
Perfect. So I'm gonna move into the area.
Okay.
And cast Vicious Mockery on the northernmost. What are they? Dryads?
Dryads, yeah.
Yeah, that.
Vicious Mockery. Click that button, and that's a Wisdom save or Charisma save. We'll see.
I think it's Wisdom save.
Wisdom. Ooh, wow. The Dryads seem unfazed by your future humor.
My insult. Yeah.
Leon, your turn.
Wow, dryads, huh? This is going to be a new experience. So I'll move 25 over here, and I will use Turn the Faithless.
Nice. All right. So you should be able to click your token, and then there's a CD-turn-30.
I hope you didn't run into me as you came by,
You dodged
given that
out of
I'm
the way.
invisible.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn the Faithless. A Fae or a Fiend hears you. Turn till take damage. 13 Wisdom save negate. All right. So here's their Wisdom saves. This will be in reading order. Turned. Oh, they have advantage.
Ooh.
They both resisted the magic of the ancient's paladin. Okay, Leon.
Do what you need.
After you comes Sorrow.
I'm gonna dash up here.
Sorrow dashes, no bonuses. Dryad's turn. The Dryad in the back sees Sorrow and tries to charm him. So Sorrow, you need to make a 14 Wisdom save or be charmed by the second Dryad. Wow, Sorrow, because you're a half-elf, you have advantage with charm, don't you?
That is true,
Thank
yeah.
goodness.
Boom. Okay, so you resist. It's like a whole war of druids and fey creatures here who can't hurt each other. Of course, so your turn.
Oh, so double move to get through these green.
Yes. Yeah, just one extra square movement to go through one. You can go diagonally to your northwest and not spend that because there's an opening there.
I don't look that far out. Let's. Here. So who is that up front that just did the dash?
That is Sorrow, your paladin. One of your paladins.
So he's pretty solid. So I don't have to worry about. All right. I will. Yeah. I'll sacred flame the closer dryad.
Okay, she tries to dodge. So, of course, so you click your token, and then you click the one button that says SACFL 0-60 feet.
Go.
There you go. 13 dex save, 8 radiant damage if she fails. Here's your dex save.
Max damage.
Wow, they are resistant. Okay, of course it's done. Orla, your turn. So, Orla, we'll use your token to position you, but I mean your wolf token to position you, but we'll use your character token to do everything else, saves and stuff like that.
Yep, sounds good.
And I don't know if you have control of the wolf, so just tell me where you want to go and I'll move it for you.
I do not. Just put me in the 4 squares right above Sorrow.
Boom. Oops. One too far. There we go.
I'll just attack with advantage.
All right. You can click Orla, and then you can click on, there should be a button that says W-D Wolf. It's kind of in the middle of all your token actions. There you go. Okay. 9 does not connect, though, with your pack tactics even. So the Dryad dodges that. Talon, your turn.
So I think I have 25 movement usually. So I'm still invisible now. If I were going to try to move in like quietly and not stepping on plants, so there's not a visual indication either, how fast can I move? How far can I move?
If you move at full speed, you'll make your dex check with advantage. I mean, normal. If you move at half speed, you'll make it with advantage.
I'm gonna move half speed.
Okay.
Which lets me move 3 boxes, and I can't move diagonal?
No, you could get all the way there at half speed if you do a double move, right? You can move 5 squares for the double move.
Okay, but then I still have to wait for next turn for my action to grab them, right?
Correct. You'd be dashing to
Okay,
do that.
I'll do it.
Okay. You can set yourself adjacent to the flowers, make a stealth check with advantage. $14. Okay. Talon's done.
Well, but okay, yeah, I'm not proficient in stealth, right? 14.
Okay. That rounds over next round. The first Dryad. Check this. Fey Charm. You know what you see. Each time ally repeat end if die. Bonus if save. I mean, you charm for 24 hours. Okay, so she can't try to charm the same creature. And she's already tried the direwolf, and Sorrow's immune to her sister's charm. She'll try Leon. Okay, Leon. Got a 14 wisdom save or become charmed. So click your token. There you go. Oh no. Okay. She says, protect me from the wolf. Leon, drive it away. And you take her her requests in the most favorable way you can. And she's done. Aaron, your turn.
Yeah. Am I able to get all the way to the west of Sorrow, doing like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Right, yeah.
Do diagonals work just fine?
Yep, they just one
Okay.
each.
And then I'm gonna attack the closest dryad with my rapier.
All right. Go for it. See if someone can get first blood on these dryads.
Just need to find it on my. I found it.
Boom.
Ooh, baby.
You crit her for 7 points of damage. Got it? And then now, Leon, you're going to try and drive this wolf away. You can just move next to it and do a longsword attack on it.
Yeah, let's do that.
So to do the longsword attack, you click your token and then you click on longsword. Boom. 13 does not hit a direwolf. So you're done. Sorrow, your turn.
Hey, I am going to do a longsword attack on the dryad that I'm adjacent to. Non-lethal.
Got it. Sorrow, you connect and do 9 slashing to her, non-lethally.
How do you do 9 slashing non-lethally? Okay,
That's a
never
good
mind.
question.
Carefully.
That's a good question. Okay, the other dryad, she moves through the trees, zeroing in on Talon like she saw Talon's movement.
Damn it.
And she, as a bonus action, cast Shillelagh, and her club, she uses her club to strike at you with disadvantage because she can't see you. So that is a 19 to hit you, Talon.
It hits.
10 magic bludgeoning, so remember you have 7 temps, so it's only going to do 3 real damage to you. And she's done. Corso, your turn.
Well, hang on, I have to do a constitution save too.
Concentration for invisibility, you're right. You did it. Awesome. Corso, your turn.
Well. All right, I will do the Sacred Flame again against the one that's already been wounded.
The northern one. Okay. She tries to dodge. Go ahead and click your Sacred Flame button. You got her. 4 points of radiant to her. She is very close to being dropped. And then move where you like. And then Orla, your turn.
I'll just adjust a little bit.
I think we're going to ignore Leon right now. He seems to be not in his right mind, but also not hitting very well. So, so we'll continue to attack the bloodied triangle.
All right. So click your token and click that. Oh, that connects. You can rip her throat out or just knock her unconscious.
Being a druid, I feel like I should just knock her unconscious.
Okay. You knock the first of the true dryads out, which frees Leon from his charm. And I'm just going to move her off the map there. And then after you do that, you still got your movement left. Would you like to move anywhere?
Since he's not charmed, I won't take an AOO, and I should have enough action to come south right there.
You got it. Boom. Okay. Orla's done. Talon, your turn.
Did I dodge as she ran over me? I guess she's tall and she's like large or huge, and
Yep.
I'm small.
You ducked under her legs as she went rushing by.
That was interesting. I'm going to bend down and use my action to gather these things.
You
And
got
if
'em.
I'm right, reading the invisibility, anything the target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it is on the target's person, so they disappear once I've picked them.
Yeah, you stash them away. They're gone.
Okay, so
The
got them.
the dryad screams, and you still
And
got your move.
yeah, well, I'm still deciding because that was an action, so I still have like bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Misty Step. Get out of there.
Step
Where's my
and you
Misty
still have
Step?
your movement left too. All right,
That
so
would drop-
Talon is out.
That would
And
drop
yeah.
your invisibility, though.
Yep, my invisible. I pop into being and yell, "I got him!"
Very good. So you guys all know Talon's gone. The Dryad, that one's out. Aaron, your turn.
And I yell it after I've already Misty Stepped, so they hear me from back behind.
Okay.
Aaron's just gonna move next to the other dryad and go for a poke.
Okay. 9 is not it. Leon, you are back in your right mind. You can do anything you want. Cool.
Oh, what was that?
That was cool. That connects for 13 slashing.
If you hold your token down as you move and right click, you can make arrows appear and
Your turn, Sorrow.
Oh, there we go. We're bailing out, right?
it might be easier to drop this guy before we bail.
Yeah,
Right.
she'll
Okay.
kind of keep
Then I am
attacking.
moving
eventually.
up and doing a non-lethal longsword.
Boom. Nice hit.
Ooh.
Yeah, you knock her cold. You knock her cold. You guys gather together back with Talon. The two sisters of Shantoa join you, and you all flee to the south, having successfully got this the harvest that Shantoa wanted before the fires got it. All right.
So I realized as y'all have been teasing me about having the highest intel. I have the highest intel, and I guarantee the lowest AC. Just saying.
All right, we're gonna take
10
a
or something. I don't remember.
we're gonna take a quick break here, and then when we come back, you guys can try to redo the wards at the infirmary. So let's come back at 25 after the hour.
Got it.
Break till X25. You're doing plenty good on time. Probably won't take more than 3 hours.
There's a giant dire wolf hovering off the side of this map, and off the side of the island.
Get ready to be spooked.
Big wolf.
From the people that brought you Godzilla.
That was the first time Talon's gotten to use invisibility or Misty Step.
Woo-woo. It's okay. Just wait till I unleash a few shatters. We'll be good.
I like shatters. I don't have that spell prepped there, or I don't have that spell at all. Although I did switch my book and take Tasha's hideous laughter.
That's a fun one. I
Yep.
remember in the
Yeah.
last one, I think Stormcrow, he casted some Storm Sorcerer's spell with his invocation to do max damage, and I just come behind him with a shatter and just kind of look over to him and be like, "That's how it's done, right?"
I like.
And he was a little what's the crow race?
Yeah. I forget. It's yeah, I can see the picture in the official book of him too. Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
Kenku, that's what it is.
Kenku, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I actually have to.
Okay, so to reset,
settle-
you guys had just got to the Abbey of Shentoa and returning back to the hold right now, where you're heading to the infirmary where there are 2 wards that you can maybe recalibrate. When you arrive there, the Sisters of Shentoa herd all the patients out of the way, so none of them will be injured if any of these backfire, and leave you guys to it.
Do we just go up to the wards?
Sure.
So you want to do some guidancing and some inspiring?
Oh, we're just at it now?
Yep. Yeah, you get back there and you're ready to recalibrate them.
It's a good thing I don't need my spell cards because one of my familiars just decided to walk all over the stacks on my bed. Yes, because she wants attention. Great. Thank you. All right, so I'm inspired and guided.
Are you?
I am
Aaron,
not going to use my DM's inspiration for this first one.
Okay. Aaron, do you have another inspiration to use?
I only have one more. Is this the last?
You
Is
have.
this the last beacon?
You have 3 more.
I have 3 more.
No, you have 3 more to recalibrate.
Oh yeah.
But these
see.
two are right next to each other. So if you inspire her now, she doesn't have to use it on the first one and still have it for the second.
Oh, okay.
Yep, you sold me.
Okay.
Get my
Okay.
last one.
Okay.
All right. I'm inspired, I'm guided, but I'm not advantaged.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Did they tell us how many of these we
Okay.
had to fix for their spell
I-
to succeed?
They
Let me
said
do
the
some
more
extra
the
rolling.
better. You don't know for sure how many you have to succeed at. You know you need an 18.
It's a D6, by the
so-
way.
Nice.
Yep, well, that was for the guidance.
Nicely
so now
done.
I get the
True, never mind.
inspiration.
Yeah, you got it with the guidance, so you still have inspiration from the bard. All right. Now the second
Then-
one.
Okay.
So that's still a
Um,
14 plus 4, 18, and 18 is what you need.
Oh, because +2 for Arcana. Sorry.
Yep.
Duh.
Yeah.
All right. So second one, I will not be advantaged. Can I be guided again?
You already are. Oh,
Okay.
yeah, guidance, yeah.
Yeah, Orla?
Yep, guidance.
All right, I am now going to be guided.
So you're at 15. Oh,
So
17. Almost made it. Okay,
Here
so
come the
Damn
spookies.
it.
it does blow up.
Ow.
You have to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw or take 2d10 damage. 13 force damage. If you make your 12 con save, you ignore it. So you take 13 force damage, Talon.
Okay.
As you are blown back.
And my lemur was out of the room because I try to keep her out of battle.
Yeah. Everyone. I assumed everyone's backing up just like they always did.
Okay. Ow. Did it damage the other ward that we recalibrated?
No, it is still calibrated. So you've done
Okay.
3 successfully so far, and you know there's one more at the harbor.
Okay. I'm wishing I'd used my advantage for this one with the 20, but that's okay. I'm using my advantage for the last one.
All right. Do any of you want to heal Talon before you head to the harbor?
Sure,
I mean-
take a healer's kit.
Nice.
What does that do for me?
1d6 plus 4.
That is an awesome feat.
Plus your hit dice.
Yeah, plus a hit die.
Oh, and I can use a hit die. I think it's 1d6.
No, it's D6. D6 plus 4 plus your hit dice. You can click the button. There's a button there for it, Aaron.
Oh, plus my hit die or her hit die?
It's her hit. How many hit dice she has? So she has 4 hit dice, so she's going to get a total of 13 back.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. That was, I think, the entire force damage I just...
That is, yeah. Okay, so you head down
I get it.
to Deepwater Harbor. The water there is still and damp. The air to the south is cool and clear, but the smoke and the flames are heating your backs. As you look out over the black waters of the harbor, they seem to exude a sense of foreboding, even maybe more so than the fires behind you. The place is vacant. Any ships that were here left some time ago, it looks like. There's the dock creaking in the wind, and you're looking around for, you were told, some sort of trickery and illusion, and soon enough you spy it on the ground. When you look down, we'll say Corso, you spot the symbol of Hallister on the ground, just randomly. It's about 5 feet in front of you.
Oh, well, I'm not going to step on it,
Okay.
but I will call everyone else's attention to it.
Okay. You guys all see that symbol on the ground there in front of Corso?
We see anything else?
Nope, that's
Can I
it.
look around?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
I assume you guys will all back up, let Talon reconfigure it?
Oh, is this the actual ward? We just
Yeah.
walk right into
You
it?
walked right onto it.
Oh, okay.
Now, when Talon goes to reconfigure it, it moves away from you, Talon. As you move towards it, it moves away, such that it always stays 5 feet ahead of you.
I cast Mage Hand and try to let Mage Hand touch it. I'm just now playing with it.
The Mage Hand can touch it. You don't think you can successfully reconfigure it with the Mage Hand alone, but you could try, but you might be at disadvantage.
I go and let me have the lemur go and touch it.
It moves away from the lemur, like it moves away from you.
Huh. What if the lemur jumps onto it? I'm gonna have the lemur take a good jump and try to land onto it.
It keeps moving away from the lemur. 5 feet away all the time.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
It is magical.
Oh,
It
that's
is.
cool.
You think it is the ward. You don't know what's allowing it to move.
What schools of magic do I see? Do I see anything around it?
Nothing except the normal magic you see from the ward.
Which is gonna be
It
evocation or
varies.
something else?
No, it starts out as what would like glyph of warding be? I think they're evocation. When you're done with it, you can change it to conjuration or whatever you want to reconfigure it to. So when you look at the ward, it moves 5 feet away from you, and as you advance, it keeps 5 feet away from you.
Okay, abjuration.
Anyone have any ideas of what to do?
So, does it only move away from her? If I move close to it, does it move away from me also?
Yes, it moves away from you.
Can we surround it?
Okay. You
From
surround
like
it.
4 different sides and slowly move towards it.
There you
Oh, I'm
go.
thinking like all of us, and I'll have the lemur do something too.
Yeah,
And yeah.
when you surround it on four sides and all move towards it together, it can't move away anymore, and you're able to close on it. Unfortunately, that means you need at least two people next to it when you try to reconfigure it.
Oh boy, here we go.
This would be the time to use that DM inspiration, right?
Oh, I'm planning on it. Can I be guided too?
Yep.
Okay, so Talon will be one. Who's the other volunteer?
I'll do it.
Aaron always volunteers.
Heard a couple.
Aaron and Talon have been together for a while.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay, go for it, Talon.
Also, if
Okay.
this goes boom, this will be a great story.
All right, with my DM's advantage
Got it.
and guidance.
Boom, 23.
Ooh.
Nice
Really
roll.
glad. Oh my god! See, aren't y'all glad I saved it for this last one? Oh my god.
Okay, so you now reconfigured four of them. As you reconfigure that one, you guys are all cheering each other off on a. You hear a spitting sound. You turn and you look, and sitting there on the dock, watching you guys, is a merman. He spits out a few feathers from a seagull that he's chomping on, and he says, "My goddess can help you with the fires, if you make her an offering. She might see fit to aid you in your time of need."
Talon runs over. She has never seen a merfolk before.
Okay.
So she is just amazingly, wow, I've never met one of you before, she says. It's just going to be like this like childlike wonder sort of thing.
I even got a pretty good picture of one. Let's see here. This one.
Oh, and what were you saying? I missed that. I was just looking at you, she says.
Okay, so that looks like a mer woman, but the merman says, let's see,
Who's your
Umberly.
god?
Umberly can help you in your time of need. Everyone, go make a religion check. That's click your token and click your intelligence button.
Oh boy.
Talon is
Look what Talon
looking at the
well,
pretty
she's
mermaid.
Oh my goodness.
She's just looking at the pretty merman. That's just it. She did not looking at anything else.
Leon, in his studies of nature and the ancients, is the only one.
Oh my god.
Is the only one who knows anything of Umberly, and he warns you that Umberly is an evil deity, more likely to drown sailors than answer pleas for help. Out of earshot of the merman, of course.
Given what everybody rolled and my naturally low intelligence, I'm not sure anyone would believe.
You're probably right. So the merman says, if you bring a gift, an offering to Umberly, she will help protect your city. I have heard rumors that a talented artist was turned into a were-rat, and he hid many pieces of jewelry in an abandoned warren over there. And he points to a dock. It looks long abandoned. And you see a dark space underneath it, like it might lead to the mouth of a cave. He says, the merman says, Umberly is fond of art. Perhaps if you search the home of the were-rat, you'll find a piece of work you can offer to her in exchange for her aid.
Talon blinks out of it for a second and goes, art? I can do art. She pulls out a piece of parchment and like some graphite or something and sits back and attempts to draw the merman. She's not very good at drawing. She attempts to draw the merman and then hands it to him with a grin on her face.
He shakes his head and says, you better do better than this for Umberly. So you'll need to hurry if you're going to gather something and to give to Umberly, or you can head back to Mount Waterdeep. Now,
Well, it's worth a try. I say we go for it.
okay, you locate indeed a warren below the dock that the merman pointed out. The place or the cave that descends down is kind of swamped with brackish water. It looks like disease-ridden water that leads into the place. So, who all wants to go in? If you want to go in, I'll have you move your token to the harbor area of the map. So if Aaron goes in, he'd go there, and everyone else can put your ad by Aaron if you're going in.
Well, despite my role, I feel
I'll go and bring my lemur too.
Corso,
Not
would you
gonna
like to
miss
go?
out.
Everyone's
I
going.
would.
Okay. You get
Does
through.
it look like somewhere where we need to keep watch over the door? Well, or does
No,
it feel like a safe place for us to all go into?
it feels like you all go in. Yeah.
Is it well lit? If not, I'll
No.
light my wand.
Okay, you light it up. Yeah, it's not lit at all. The brackish water covers the ground. It gets deeper initially as the tunnel slopes downward, and then it levels out and enters into a little warren. There's furniture here. Looks to be made of boards pilfered from the docks, and maybe some sunken watercraft. Um, there's a small bedroom on a ledge overlooking the room, and there's a little fireplace in the bedroom. The the place has a few pieces of art displayed, and you can all make a search check too to see if you see anything that might be particularly desired by Umberly.
Is that
Even though,
investigation?
Okay,
even
I'll
though
take a look around.
even though none of you knew who Umberly was, make an intelligence religion check one more time.
Well, can I just search without being religious?
Oh yeah, first make the religion check though. You might look over things that Umberly would like that your search, you said that's not of any value.
So then I would just want to do a straight investigation.
Orlo
So it
and
looks like I
Sorrow.
failed the.
So I don't. So just intelligence, and I can just add my religion skill to it.
Who is that? Is that Corso? Yeah, just click your
Yeah.
intelligence, Corso. You'll see there's a thing that says add something for religion when you click your intelligence button.
Really?
Yep. Except you don't have religion skill as far as I know. Unless I'm wrong.
I do.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
It would be plus 2 more than that. So you got a 14. And Leon got a 13 and Sorrow got a 18.
What's
I
the?
think my passive investigation is at like 19,
Nice.
even though my active investigation is much lower. The
Nice.
passive is at 19.
All right. So you find all sorts of junk, and Sorrow helps you with what things may or may not be agreeable to Umberly. You find a tiara made of shark teeth resting on a shelf in the living room above atop a pillow of damp green seaweed. And Sorrow thinks this would be very favorable to Umberly. Talon, you discover hidden away a 3-inch tall squid made of glass that was hidden behind a tapestry.
Ooh,
That's
pretty,
also
shiny.
favorable to Umberly, Sorrow believes. Then you guys find a set of pan pipes made from glass bottles. She'd probably be neutral to that, you think, Sorrow. You find a weathered hope chest in the living room, the interior of which has been meticulously painted and decorated with iridescent seashell dust. Again, probably neutral. And then, last thing you guys find is a bassinet filled with filthy rags, gently rocking as if an unseen hand is moving it. When you remove the rags, you see a pile of centipedes writhing over a sculpture of a stingray made of tiny bones and translucent leather.
Ooh.
You don't think Umberly would be pleased with that, Sorrow.
But I still want to look at it, so I use Mage Hand to pick it up and shake the centipedes off.
You got it. Okay, so none of it's of any value monetarily, but you found a couple items that should be favorable to Umberly, including the shark tooth tiara and the little squid figurine. And that's all you find in there. Now, as you head back out, the effects of the brackish water start to get to you. You need to each make a Constitution saving throw. It's against poison. If you make it, you take no poison damage. If you fail it, you take 6 points of poison damage. Constitution save DC 12.
Woohoo!
So Aaron made it, Sorrow made it, Corso made it, Orla made it, Leon made it. Only Talon failed.
And the lemur was safe since I had her on my shoulder, right?
Sure. So you take 6 points poison
And I
damage.
said so.
Talon,
Yep. Got it.
you're like the punching bag this adventure.
And at least I'm not level 1, because then you punch me once and I die.
Okay, so you guys return back to the docks with the offering. The merman is still there. He says, we'll need a row out into the harbor unless you can swim. He looks at you. You guys look around. You find a small craft. It looks like it's somewhat watertight that you can pile into and row out into the harbor. He leads you out over an underwater...
Wait, are we all going out? I mean, how big is the ship, and do we all feel okay about getting onto it?
I'll let you decide.
Tell him
I'll let you decide in a second. No worries, you don't have to go.
Okay.
He'll take the ship out into the harbor and over an underwater lighthouse, which you can only make out when you get basically right above it. And looking down into the water, you see gauzy whirling shapes on the edge of the light. Something swimming around in there. Okay, so who wants to go out into the harbor? If you want to go out into the harbor, move your token adjacent to the wolf. The boat is big enough to hold all of you, barely.
So, do we know what we're supposed to do when we go out to the harbor?
Drop the offering into the water. And probably make some sort of religious incantations, like a religion check.
Does anyone
I'm
else...
going to have my lemur stay on shore and just keep an eye out.
Okay.
I'm still convinced that this is a trap, but
It's a beautiful trap if it is.
We're all swimming back.
Okay, all he had to say was underwater
No.
lighthouse, and Talon was in. Just saying.
and my last adventure involved fighting a giant octopus at the bottom of a lake bed. I don't want to do that.
What level is Orla?
She's 4th.
She's what?
4.
Oh, so you can do swimming stuff. Cool.
Yeah, I can swim.
Okay. So
That's good because I can't.
the blackness of the water stretches in every direction except for the light glowing below you. The cool glow of the beacon draws your attention. The merman says, you can make your offering now. And he kind of swims back a little bit to watch what's about to happen.
So, is anyone else skilled in religion?
Sorrow is.
Yeah, so I will make the offering and do a little prayer to the seas and Umberly.
And Talon just simply grins and pitches the glass squid over the side.
So, I can offer a prayer to Joaquin that you pray to Umberly successfully.
So you have guidance. And would you like to use your inspiration before you roll?
Sure, I'll use my inspiration.
All right. So roll a religion check. Let's see how we do. Oh, nice roll. And actually, you get to keep your inspiration. I forget. You guys offered the squid, which actually gave you advantage. So you are good.
Cool.
So nothing seems to happen. The merman nods approvingly, it looks like. You're waiting for some sort of response, some sort of indication that your offering's been accepted. When one of you notices
Trap.
a shining object down below that you hadn't noticed before. It looks like it's a scimitar lodged in a crevice of the beacon, 5 feet below the boat.
Any takers?
Well, maybe we don't want to touch it. Can we? It's 5 feet. Can we look at it without touching it?
Yeah.
How lodged would you say it is? Like significantly lodged, or like?
Make a your choice. Everyone make either a intelligence investigation or a wisdom perception check. You only can make one, so choose the one you want.
Perception it is.
All right,
Perception
Aaron.
it is.
You're looking to see how well lodged it is. Talon's also investigating. And she's got the observant feat, so she actually got a pretty high roll, even just seeing it the first time. With your taking your time and carefully observing it, you don't think it's real. You think it's like an illusion.
Ooh.
How
Because
far is it from the ship?
It's
I
5
think
feet below the ship.
All right, mage hand.
we might want to leave it alone. Well, we can't. Yeah, we might want to leave it
my
alone.
thought was also to just mage hand it up and out, but
But if it's
depending
an
on how large it
illusion,
was.
Well,
You're
I
not
think it's
gonna
an
be able
illusion.
to-
I want to poke it with mage hand. Poke, poke.
Okay, you just want to poke it?
I will also poke at it with my mage hand.
Okay.
We're both poke it.
Nothing happens.
Sweet.
Illusion.
Biggity bail.
All right. You gonna head back into land?
I'm gonna look at the merman and go, "What is this now? You trying to trick us?"
Maybe it was a test. Maybe you passed.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so you head back to shore. The merman dives into the water. You rush to Mount Waterdeep. All the wards you could recalibrate have been done. You got 4 out of 5. You help the priests of Shatoa. They join you up on Mount Waterdeep. You climb the mountain to where you're standing high above the fields. Looking down, you can see them being consumed by the flames. The fire is about to reach the hold itself. Alkeiron is preparing his ritual. Commoners are all about, those who fled from the farms but couldn't make it to the hold in time. The sun is high overhead, but the thick cloud of black smoke is blocking much of its light, so the whole area is dimly lit. The winds are blasting through the area, hot, dry winds. Alkeiron is on the cliff, begins casting his spell, and something happens. Let me move you guys into position. And
Of course something
in
happens.
the trip and getting ready to cast a spell and all that good stuff, the good news is you guys get a short rest right before something happens. So I moved you down to here. There you go. Alkeiron is standing by the fire here and getting ready to cast a spell. There's various commoners all about the ruins that are up here on top of the mountain. You guys can take up whatever position you want on the top of the mountain, which slopes basically down in both sides of this map. Going off the north edge or going off the south edge, it's sloping down steeply. All right. So with your short rest, you guys can spend hit dice. So to spend a hit die, you click your token, you click the second button. So I'll give Talon for an example. And on this roll here, that 8 is her rolling her hit die. So the d6 plus 2, she rolled an 8. So you can just click that armor/hit points button to roll your hit dice for your short rest.
Can I
You'll
keep that
also
score, or do I have to roll it myself?
You gotta roll it yourself. Sorry, Talon.
you'll also get an extra 1d6 from Song of Rest.
Nice. And after
And-
you're
Wasn't
done,
it?
in another
I'm
inspiring
going to
speech,
tell a story.
Where'd it go?
so you
I wasn't
also
listening when you were rolling for me. How do
You-
I roll a hit die?
it's the one just to the right of your initiative. It says A12/826 for you.
Hey,
Hey, you're rolling
I
that.
Thank
think
God you
she's
went
the
by.
only one that's gotten hit, too.
Yeah, she is. All right. So, as Alkeiron is performing his ritual, you guys take up your positions, and clawing its way up the side of the cliff, or their way up the side of the cliff, are... Everyone happy where they're standing, by the way? Before I tell you what you see.
I also used, during the short rest, used an arcane recovery to get one of my second level spell slots back.
Very good. And you can add your
And-
7 temp hit points,
Oh yeah.
which you're going to be happy you have here in a second. Orla, you still wolf form?
No, if we're resting, I wouldn't.
Oh
normally
yeah, you
rest.
rested, so you went back to druid form. Okay. Okay. This is what you see clawing its way up the mountainside. A troll.
Troll.
And another
I've
one.
never seen a troll. Ooh.
Another one coming through the gap in the wall right here. Roll initiative, everyone. So you need to hold these trolls at bay. There's some other trolls coming that the priestess of Chateau are holding at bay. So they'll have their fight and you'll have your fight. And you need to make sure they don't get to Alkeiron while he's performing his ritual. And he is standing right at this fire right up here. All right, so initiative rolls are first to go, troll. Not good. Not good at all. Speed of 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He closes. He swings at Leon with a bite. Missing Leon. Clawing at Leon. Hitting for 11, Leon.
Ouch.
And missing. And then Talon, your turn.
Oh, excellent. I haven't gotten to cast this one yet either. Flaming Sphere!
Oh, nice. All right. Flaming
And I'm going to cast it on this troll.
Nice. So, a flaming spear of fire comes out of the. Hopefully, you can move that. Put it wherever you want it. And then I believe the troll gets a dex save. Yep. Okay, it'll stop right when it hits him. So off his square.
Okay.
His dex save of 14. Okay. He gets a 2. You clobber him with the flame. 5 points of damage to him. He can't regenerate.
8 points to. Wait. Yeah, 5. Okay, got it.
And then that is not. Oh, it is a concentration. So you're concentrating, so this lightning bolt will be your concentration. And move where you want.
And I'm going to. Okay,
And then after Talon, your lemur. You want to have your lemur do anything?
hide
Hiding. Okay, then Leon, your turn.
and dodge.
Then my turn. I will cast.
Bless. Nice. Who do you want to bless?
It's 3 targets, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna do myself, Orla, and who's this next to me?
Sorrow's next to you.
Sorrow.
Orla. So these cross swords will be the bless. So I'll have you, Leon, roll the bless roll every time someone uses it, just by clicking that bless button again. You see it's got a built-in roll there for you. Okay, so you get bless cast. And then do you want to move anywhere?
I'll just move to the side of this guy.
After Leon goes Aaron.
Yeah. Are trolls humanoids?
Trolls are giants,
Giant.
you think.
Giants. Okay. That doesn't work then. Sorry, that changes my plan just a little bit.
You trying to communicate with him?
No, hold person, but it's a humanoid. I'm just gonna move up and join the fray against this troll
Alrighty.
and attack him with my rapier.
Okay. Ooh, you do not get through.
Big sad.
Any bonus actions?
Also, Leon, did you fix your hit points? Looks like you're missing some.
He took some damage.
Yeah.
He took some damage
Yes,
already.
I did.
Oh, never mind. I missed that.
The temp
Carry
self,
on.
though. Aaron, you all done?
Yes, I am.
All right. Corso, your turn.
So this is accurate that I'm at the top of a hill.
Yeah, you're kind of looking down on the action. You can see the troll around the tree there.
How high up am I?
You are, we'll say that's about 15 feet higher than the troll level.
Okay, so the troll wouldn't be able to hit me. It'd have to walk up around.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay, so I'll step to the edge, being brave, and I'll guiding bolt this troll that's standing in the
Nice.
fire.
All right. Let him have it.
Oh, guiding.
The one not regenerating. Oh, no. That's a miss.
Wait. So what's the actual roll here? A 9?
You rolled a 4 on the die, plus 5 for your spellcasting attack modifier, for a total of 9.
So I don't want to waste a spell slot, so I'm going to do a favored that gives me my 2d4 to an attack or save.
Nice.
Will
That's
you roll
right
well?
by your attack button.
So
Ooh.
what does that bring it up to? A 14?
14, just one shy.
Ah,
Unfortunately.
It was a long shot anyway.
Good try. Okay, Corso, you can keep moving if you like. Orla, what do you want to do?
Okay, looks like we're doing fire, so let's put down some more fire. I'll cast Flaming Spear.
Nice. Where you want to put your...
Two of them. I love
Let's
it.
copy that.
I'll
And
put one on the other guy.
concentration on you.
So
And
neither
Flaming
of them
Spear
regenerate.
runs into him there. Dex save for that guy. He makes it. He still takes half though, right? Yeah, dex save for half. So he takes 4. So now neither troll can regenerate. Well done.
Troll.
And then I'll use my swift action to change into a direwolf and kind of block this guy over here.
We'll just use this token for you. And then
That's
that way you can move it. Okay, after Orla, the next troll goes. This guy, he doesn't like the fire at all. But there's nothing he can do because that wolf got in the way. So he tries to straddle the flames of the campfire here. He takes d6 fire damage for doing that. 3 points of fire damage there. He tries to kill the wolf in front of him with a multi-attack and bite. 12 misses the wolf. 11 misses the wolf. 21 connects with the wolf for 12.
That 26, jeez.
For 12 damage to the wolf. Let's see. I'm gonna add one more bar. Wolf. Do they have 31 hit points or 37? I forget.
I think it's 37.
37.
Let me look.
37. So I made a blue bar. That'll be your wolf hit points. And I'm just going to click your wolf button. That'll tell us how many points you have. 37. Alright, so in the blue bar, you do your damage. Good, got it. Troll's done. And In's next to a flaming sphere, which does what to him? Oh, and that also would have hurt the wolf too. I forgot that. In turn in 5 feet, you're going to take some fire damage for both of you guys.
Oh, if I had known that, then I would have moved right
Yeah.
there.
Neither would the troll. We'll say it didn't affect you, but you're going to need to move away at least 1 square on your next turn. The troll, however, is going to take fire damage. So click your flaming sphere button, Talon.
Okay.
Troll takes 6 for stopping next to the flames. He's done. Sorrow, your turn.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing my longsword at the troll in front of me.
You connect easily, doing 9 slashing damage to the thing. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I got.
Alright. The first level characters. Pretty fast to play. That troll in front of you is attacking, stays on Leon. We attacked the first time, multi-attacking with a claw. 19. Leon, what are you, 18? He hit Leon for 10. And then claw again. And Leon keeps the spell, miss Leon the second time. And then bites Leon. Ooh, for 10 more. Another concentration check, Leon. Oh no! Oh, you have advantage. You're good.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay. Did you get the damage you took yet?
It was 20 total.
20 total, right?
Ooh.
And that troll can't get away from the fire, so give me some fire damage, Orla. 8 fire damage on the troll. Boom, got it. Okay, trolls are done. Talon, your turn.
Alright, for my bonus action, I'm going to take this ball and swing it back into the troll.
Run it into him. Okay, here's his dex
Yep.
save. Oops, that's the wrong one. Dex save is a 14, which I think makes it, so he takes half of 12 is 6.
Alright, and I'm going to cast, for my main action, Firebolt at the other troll.
Nice. He
Lots of
towers
fire.
over your allies, so he has no cover. But a 12 does not connect.
I tried.
Okay,
And I'm going to stay, cowering back here, hiding behind the wall.
your turn,
And
Leon.
instruct my lemur to continue to hide.
Alrighty. That has been rather painful, but no time like the present. We will swing our longsword.
Nice.
And
Nice hit.
on a connection, we will also divine smite.
Nice. Okay. 13 plus, another 9, 22. That was a vicious hit on the troll. And anything else, Leon?
Nope.
Okay, Aaron, your turn.
Hey, Tom, do you have that shatter animation ready?
Oh, yeah, let me get that out.
Coming down.
Spell, 10-foot radius, boom. Put that where you want it.
Right there.
All right. Troll is blasted with a cacophonous thunder, doing how much damage? Aaron 9 thunder damage. The troll gets a con save 13, which he makes. He takes 4 thunder damage.
Easy. And as a, I'm not going to use a bone. Actually, yeah. As a bonus action, I'll use Healing Word on Leon.
Unfortunately, you cast a non-cantrip other spell, so you can't.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, only one actual spell per turn.
Oh, the more you know.
Yeah.
Well then,
Yeah.
pass.
Okay. You could use your bonus to do inspiration if you had any of those left, but not a spell.
Negatory Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Did any of those regen at the short rest though?
Nope, long rest.
Okay.
He's not high enough level bard yet. Corso, your turn.
All right, I will use my DM's advantage. I don't think I've used that yet,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. You still got the leaf.
So I'll toss another guiding bolt. Although I'm gonna target the farther troll that
Oh, nice.
has all the melee people.
Yep, and had taken more damage. Good focusing. Roll to hit.
Guiding bolt.
16 on the roll. Wow, nice damage. 18 radiant.
And the next attack against him gets advantage.
Nice. Okay, Corso. Move where you like at the end of your turn, and then Orla, your turn.
Okay. So we'll just attack the troll here.
So you just click the D-Wolf button, and it'll roll that. That's a hit for 21 points of piercing damage and a strength save, DC 13. Oh, the troll does not get pulled down, though. Orla?
You mean 12 points?
I did 12, I think. Did I say something different?
Okay. 21, which
Oh.
would have been
Oh,
amazing.
yeah, no, I did 12 to him. Okay.
And then while I'm still concentrating, I'll run the fireball back into it.
All right. Bonus action on the other guy. Here's his dex save. He made it, so he takes 1 fire damage. But no regenerating.
Damage is damage.
Orla's done. Next troll's turn. The one fighting Orla. Cornered, standing on top of fire. Takes d6 from that. 1 point of damage from the fire he's standing in. Tries to kill this wolf in front of him, ripping it apart with his claws, missing, and then trying to bite at it. Does connect barely for 5 piercing damage, Orla. And a DC 10 concentration check. Which you make no problem. And then he ends his turn next to Talon's fire sphere, so roll that for me, please, Talon. And
Didn't you roll that when you rolled the 1?
no, that's the fire he's standing on.
This guy is
Oh,
very
okay.
fiery.
He's in trouble.
He's a flamey boy.
Ooh.
Nice damage too. 11 fire damage for his turn there. Okay. Oh, that's it for him. Sorrow, your turn.
Sword attack.
Sorrow could connect. Does connect thanks to the blessings of Joachim.
Yes, thank you.
Oh no, that's Nature Druid. Thanks to the blessings of the
Blessings
ancient.
of the sun.
Well, but I thought the next hit had advantage anyway. Oh, but it was only a 12.
It was only 12, yeah. He needed the help. Good job, Sorrow. Next round, Troll's turn. Alright, the Troll still can't regenerate. Still attacking Leon. Claw on Leon. Miss Claw on Leon. Hit for 11. Paladin's barely hanging on. One more bite. Missed. The Paladin survives. 1 concentration check, Leon, DC 10. No problem. Troll's done talent. Or Troll's done, so he takes some damage. Orla, roll a flaming sphere damage for me. Boom! The thing is consumed in the fires. Well done, Orla. Talon, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna slam the flaming sphere into this other one again.
Okay. 10, dex save for half. Takes all 10.
And I'm gonna hit him with a firebolt too.
Nice.
Fire, fire, fire.
14 does not connect.
Try to hit him with a
Talon's
firebolt. All right.
done.
The lemur will continue to hide and dodge.
Your turn, Leon.
Uh, this is unfun. I am going to.
That's beside you. There is a tent. You could actually run right through it and get in front of that troll.
Looks like a pit. Thanks.
Okay, as long as it's not a pit, let's
It's
do
a
this.
tent. It's a tent. Nice. Oh, no. Nope.
Nope.
Not enough. After Leon,
Not enough.
Aaron.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell, "Get back here and let me heal you!" as I run behind him, and I'm gonna cast a first level Cure Wounds on him.
All right, nice. Click that button. Leon, you get 6 back. Corso, your turn.
All right, last spell slot, Guiding Bolt.
Boom! You take the
Oh,
troll's head straight
wow.
off of his body. It goes rolling down the cliffside, and you
Oh,
guys
is
are
that a crit?
victorious.
That was a crit.
You look down towards the bay, and you can see massive gray tentacles rising up out of the harbor. As they sweep back and forth, a gush of water floods the city, extinguishing some of the lingering flames. Nearest the city, you see Archaon finishes his spell, and a blast of wind and rain roars down Mount Waterdeep, engulfing all the flames in the city, putting them all out. And as everyone cheers in victory and cheers on your defeat of the trolls, you hear a voice of a goddess ring out, commanding the sisters to release their seeds into the air, which they do, and they blow away the precious plants onto the distant horizons to replenish the earth. The end.
Woohoo!
Good job, guys.
And everyone rides off into the sunset. Okay.
One of those 2 trolls, when it finally drops in front of you, not the one over there that you guys knocked the head off, but the other one, Sorrow, when your turn comes up to initiative, you notice that the troll has in his back a light javelin impaled through him, glowing an angry red color. And you guys pull that out, and you find out it is a javelin of lightning. That is your unlock for the adventure. I have a copy of it right here. There we go.
Where'd it come from?
I put it near you guys. So the javelin came from the captain of the guard that you saw fighting up there to the north. Remember the guy throwing javelins?
Mm-hmm.
That was a warlord Garl, who was the successor of warlord Nemor. And that was his javelin, but he died in the battles to the north. So you were able to keep it. And it glows an angry red color, or an angry reed color, if you want to read that, when within 120 feet of a troll. So that'll be handy if you're hunting trolls. And let's see, there were no consumables like potions or anything, so that is it. All right. Archaon thanks you for helping save Waterdeep in the year 940 DR. And then you feel a familiar sinking feeling in the gut of your stomach as the world seems to fall away and you tumble back into time.
No.
The end! Good job, guys.
In all honesty, when we were setting up the scene where we're looking up towards the mountain still on fire, I thought you were going to end it there for session 6.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for
Awesome.
playing.
I think session 6 is still first tier, right?
It is.
Yep.